Hey guys, it's time to get stuck back into some of the Bartali's adventure logs. We are up to volume 12, I think? Volume 12, okay, there we go, volume 12. Okay, so July 10. The stable manager gave me a piece of paper. The paper read, looking for mercenaries who are interested in exploring the ruins. Oh, that doesn't bode well at all. The stable manager suggested that this would be a good opportunity to start my adventure again. Upon hearing this, I felt as if I had finally awoken from my sleep. I thanked the stable manager and joined the explorers that were heading to the ruins. Finding the ruins was much harder than I had expected. We explored everywhere but could not find anything. We were exhausted, but it was during that time when we heard the loud noise coming from the west. The explorers hurried to where the sound was coming from, and we were able to finally find the ruins. We wanted to explore the ruins, but large rocks that had collapsed from the cliff were blocking the entrance. We were all perplexed and upset with the situation, but a fellow of mine showed up around this time. He asked if I was prepared to go on an adventure, and he spoke to me in a cold, raspy voice. Go. I borrowed his strength and shattered the rocks, blocking the entrance with one strike. Goal. Hand over the ancient creature's fragments to Desalam. Okay, so, as I have mentioned in previous Bartali's Adventure Log episodes, I am aware of some of the things that these quests entail because when my guild was focusing on doing them, they would mention it in the guild chat and everything. So I did know about this one in advance. This is where you have to kill Kutum. How many do you have to hand over? Hand over the ancient... It just says one. Doesn't say how many. I'm pretty sure you need to do 2. Yes, you need to kill Kutum, get its drop, and then hand its drop of ancient creatures fragments to somebody. Deslam. Is that the dude outside of Kutum? So I've already done that because, you know, they don't exactly spawn at the best of times. I swear there's a dude outside that chamber. It's been a while since I've done it. You say Desalam. Yeah, the archaeologist. Yeah, him. Haha, it is him. Okay, so we can go... Oh, I don't have a mount here. I've got Nefertari as a camel. I think we're going on foot, Mejal. Actually, just double checking that I have... Hold up, where did I leave my ancient creature? Did I leave it with the stable? Hold on, not stable. Storage manager in this joint. Where is it? Where is it? I could have sworn I gave it to Mei Zhao. Where are my ancient creature fragments? Please don't tell me I've accidentally gotten rid of them for a second time. Shit, I could have sworn she had them. Oh, crap. Then where are they? It's none of that. I mean, I don't really remember what I'm looking for, but it's not that. I mean, why would I have left that shit in Heidel? Oh, there's my potato crate. Okay, well, new plan. I have to go all the way back to Heidel to collect them. Except, I don't have any steed for you, so you're gonna have to go on foot, I think. Because there's nothing here.
Desert begins from here.
Except my camel. I'm not taking the camel. Okay, well, this is going to be fascinating. Here I was expecting to be able to just, like, smash out some Bartalis, not realizing that I've actually got to spend half an hour in transit. And, yeah, okay, well, I guess I'll go entertain myself for the next half hour. Oof, okay, that was like half an hour, 45 minutes of my life. I had to travel on foot all the way to Heidel, and then I took my guardian from Grana all the way to Heidel, because I don't know what these Bartali's adventure logs have in store for poor old Mejal, and she had no equipment on her, so she now has equipment on her, and so, I don't know, if we have to attack something, hopefully we can do something with that, and also because Vesper is my faster horse, so... Bit of time saving there, but overall, oh my gosh, what a waste of time. Anyway, we have auto-traveled to Desalam. So hopefully I can just exchange my ancient creatures fragments. So yeah, I thought we needed 2, even though it doesn't say it in the log. You found them inside the Scarlet Sand Chamber? Yeah, a while ago, like months ago. Ancient creatures fragments, this is amazing. And boom, partially complete. Oh, oof. I thought it meant this was partially complete. No, you meant the whole log was partially complete. Cool. And that's +1 AP. Thank you very much. I almost definitely be taking that. So, July 12. I have to say, Bartali is getting quite around the world for someone who's so bloody incompetent. Exploring the ruins didn't go as smoothly as we had hoped. The ruins was, okay, filled with strange relics, but even our most experienced explorers were having difficulty interpreting it. I, on my part, freely explored the inside of the ruins. No one seemed to mind or doubted me for doing so. After all, we wouldn't have been inside if it weren't for me. You sure about that? You sure about that? I didn't really interpret that from your last story, but okay. I thought you wouldn't be inside the ruins if you hadn't heard the sounds, whatever. The internal shape and geometry of the ruins made it challenging to navigate the site. The inside of the ruins was different, but at the same time, somewhat similar to a desert. However, I was thoroughly prepared this time. I had a compass that I had bought from the bazaar. To be specific, I had purchased the compass pieces and assembled them. It wasn't perfect since it was the first compass I had assembled. However, the compass worked flawlessly without any issues. I was confident that I could find and go anywhere without getting lost. It felt as if I had a reliable friend who would accompany me throughout my adventures. Goal: assemble a compass, an essential item to travel in the desert. As I said, I know of some of the things that you have to do, and this is one of them. So let me grab my 3 compass pieces. Oh my gosh, we have to do it individually. Okay. How do I assemble them? Do I have to arrange them? Yes, I do. I have to auto arrange. Oh, dude, I could just do that, can't I? Boom! Yay! And now we have a compass I don't need. Oh, shit. Sorry, no, put that away. I just wanted to click on that. Thank you! Max stamina +5. Yes, please. Oops, my bad. July 20. After I completed exploring the ruins where the loud sound came from, I left the place to continue my travel to the desert. The desert was quiet and barren as always. I was lost in my thoughts as I walked. A hammering noise from a distance broke the silence and got my attention. There was a man under the cliff setting up a tent. Ooh, tents. Okay. He looked at me and warned that a sandstorm will be approaching soon. I was skeptical at first. It was hard to imagine that a sandstorm was brewing at a quiet desert like this, but I didn't want to take my chances. I asked if I could rest here a bit, and he openly welcomed me. We had some snacks together as we shared a conversation. Then, all of a sudden, strong winds began to batter the tent from outside. We kept talking and lost track of time. The winds eventually calmed down. Shortly after, silence settled upon the desert, and I found the Iberlab Oasis. Oh, please don't tell me we have to go there. Reflecting the red sunset. Use the desert tent tool to protect yourself from the sandstorm. Desert tent tool. Where do I get that from? I know I have a tent that I've never used, but I don't think it's a desert tent tool. Where are we? No, it's an old moon camping tent, and that's just a generic camping tool. Does it say where you can get it from? Yeah, it doesn't help. Okay. Well, I'm not going to Iberlab, I can tell you that now, because screw that. What? So people don't normally enter the desert from up here because you've got to go through Garhaz. You normally enter through Sandgrain. Maybe you can get it in Sandgrain. Or would you get it from like Rockpost or Altanova? I don't know. Sandgrain is closest. So let's just go talk to absolutely everybody in Sandgrain and see if someone can sell me a... What is it? A desert camping tool? Cursor, please, thank you. Desert tent tool. Desert tent tool. So I'm pretty sure I got my tent as a reward for completing a quest or something along the lines. I didn't buy it. A desert tent tool. I've never seen anyone sell it. Or I guess it's not something I ever would have paid attention to. Yeah, okay, well, I could Google it, or we could just speak to absolutely everybody in Sandgrain, and if that fails, then maybe Google it. Because I don't want them to have to talk to everybody in Rockpost and then everybody in Altanova. That's just, like, way more of it than I would like. Yeah, let's just start at Sandgrain. Who did Bartali say he spoke with at Iberlab? Did he mention a person by name, or was it just a random person? Sorry, let me just reread this. Just, there was a man. Okay. I'm worried that I am going to have to go to Iberlab. Although it said he found Iberlab after he passed the sandstorm. So he had to have gotten the desert tent prior to reaching Iberlab, which means it would be from here, yeah? Okay, Stablekeeper Botcho, I have absolutely zero hope that you have something for me, but you're just the first person I come to when I come to the city. I guess I don't need to chat to you. Shop, carrot, acacia, blah, 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 blah. Wagons? Are you kidding me? I was expecting like the material vendor or something. But that doesn't really make sense because they use materials that you use. I'm like, this is a material you use. Anywho, thanks, buddy. Was not expecting that. Now what the hell do I do with it? Do I have to like set it up or something? I've never used a tent in my life. Okay, well, I don't know if a desert tent is different from a normal tent. So I don't know if I have to go to the desert. Let's just go to the damn desert. I wouldn't have a clue what I'm doing. Do I just right click on it to erect the tent? As I said, I've never actually used one before. Am I technically in the desert? I think I am. So do I just right click? Tour requires a tent desert, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't really say. Oh, here we go. It can be used only in desert. Okay, cool. Well, this is a first for me. Okay, okay, okay. Is it going to be like a shabby beige or something? Yeah, more or less. There we go. Wow. Okay, doesn't even come with any furniture. That's a bit depressing. Can we take it down now? How do we deconstruct? I think it said there was a 3-minute cooldown, so maybe I have to wait 3 minutes before I can pull it down, or is this like a one-use thing? Oh, maybe it's just a one-use, and I've just wasted 10,000 silver. Yeah, it's probably the case. Oh, well, in that case, let's just get the freak out of the desert. This way, totally this way. And I'll read up on my Bartalis. Because I don't want to get heat stroke. I definitely don't have any purified water on Measure. Okay, well, that was guesswork at its finest. Actually, it was probably just a fluke. Anywho, so we will take all DP +1. Oh, this is a nice book. I like this book. Oh, we've already done this one. Cool. July 27. The Iberlab Oasis was bustling with people. Oh, is it something I have to do with the Oasis? It was a place where large groups of merchants and adventurers passed by. There were travelers on their camels. Ooh, camel related. I have a camel. The Stablekeeper looked pretty worn out due to the frequent travelers that stopped by. Eugene. Sucker. I asked if there was some fresh food and a room to stay for a few days. A room? There's no freaking buildings at Iberlab. The Stablekeeper allowed me to stay for a few days. I could gain valuable and useful information by talking to many adventurers here. I was able to listen to many interesting stories, such as about the trading activities of large merchants and about the outlaws in the eastern area. Iberlab Oasis became less hectic after large groups of merchants passed by. When I was about to leave, the Stablekeeper allowed me to have one of his camels. Well, that was nice of Eugene. I thanked him and rode the camel to the northwest area. Oh, hey, run through the desert on a camel. Yes. Evasion +1. Oh, that's it. Holy shit. That was a really quick and easy log. I suppose it's not easy and quick when you've got to actually time your week around the Kutum boss spawns. So that probably would have taken me a week to complete if that were the case. Huh. Okay, well, after all of that difficulty in getting my gear and getting Measure where I needed her, that was really easy. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, that's it for volume 12 of Bartali's adventure log.